Guilty Gear is easily one of the most visually beautiful games I've ever laid eyes upon. The character design is Hall of Fame, and the music is literally like purified water for my dehydrated ears. It's marvelous. I truly believe this series is the crown jewel of Arc System Works. Don't get it twisted. Dragon Ball FighterZ is still one of my favorite games of all time. But Arc Sys owns Guilty Gear with their nuts, dog. This is their IP, and that's pretty beautiful. There's just one problem with this series. This don't make any sense. I've sunk my toes in a couple Guilty Gear games, all of which were magnificent, but if you ask me about anything happening in the story, I'm looking at you like these. I think it's both super cool and also weird as hell that Strive story mode is literally just a 5-hour movie with no gameplay. I got like 40 minutes deep into the same cutscene and I was like, damn, I wonder when I'm gonna get to box. The individual character arcade modes are way more akin to what I was expecting though. But this is a series with scientists turned into broken godlike beings, samurai are running around, we got pirates somewhere in there too. Is this One Piece? Lucy's here now too. This is an absolute legendary pull for a guest character, not gonna lie. I like when the guests aren't just the main character from another series. Granted, David would have been a movie too. Soul Badguy and Kiske are like the Goku and Vegeta of this series. The Naruto and Sasuke, if you will. The Shizuo and Izaya, if you shall. The Gon and Soul's family tree is the most confusing curse ever though. Peep game. Soul and Kai are rivals, yes. But they're also in-laws because Kai is married to Soul's daughter Dizzy, and they have a kid named Sin, who Soul takes under his wing on some Terry Bogard, Rock Howard timing. Then they have another kid in the future who goes back in time. I haven't seen the anime, so I don't know where in the timeline it takes place. Is it after Strive? Is it during Strive? Is it before Strive? I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea. I mean, shout out Unica though. I'm hearing a lot of Guilty Gear fans really do not like her though, because she literally sounds like the most fanfiction-y type character of all time. I don't know. All I know is that she's on some future Trunks timing. She came back to the past. Samurai Jack. I don't know what Unica got going on, TBH. This family tree is crazy. But Soul's current wife, Jacko, has half of the soul of his original wife, Arya, and the other half is in this Gundam Metal Gear creature that got boomed in the first game, question mark. But then these two, Ramlethal and Elfelt, were also created with the DNA of Soul's original wife, Arya. Nah, bro, what type of family tree is this? What is happening? And also, Ramlethal and Elfelt weren't the only ones that were created with Arya's DNA, and there's a whole like race of these people that were created. Look, I don't know. I don't know, dog. I want to know if any of these motherfuckers actually interact and talk about how strange their relations are. It's kind of neat how much of Soul Badguy is inspired from Terry B though. Gunflame and Power Wave are literally the same thing. Side note, this government name is Frederick. He trying to hide behind that cool ass name Soul Badguy. We know the truth. Your name is Frederick, and there's nothing wrong with all my Fredericks out there. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with any of my Freddies, but you don't gotta hide behind Soul Badguy. Granted, Soul Badguy's a cool ass name, so I can't even blame him. I like how Soul gets more and more Aki every game, bruh. This nigga is brolic as hell now. His big ass gun, sword, blunt object thing is called Junkyard Dog, which is a Hall of Fame name for a weapon. Not gonna lie, this is a weapon straight out of Ruby. They love their gun swords in that series. Next guest character, Ruby. Hey, it wouldn't be the first time Arc Sys put a character from that series in their game. Kai Kiske is a king who's also rivals with Soul, and this nigga look cool as hell too. I think it's fire how much he's changed visually from the older games to Strive. This looks like a kingly king, but you would never be able to tell this dude is a monarch now. This button-down shirt with the one-piece ass jacket hanging over his shoulders is too clean though. Who is he feeling like? Strive is easily the Guilty Gear I played the most of, and they got literal Secret Service agents in there as playable characters. Shout out my girl Giovanna in the cut. Her whole job is protecting the president of the United States. This is the president? Yeah, you know this world is fictional, cause no way they letting this guy get elected. If the magic and giant robot demons weren't enough to convince you this world is fiction already. Cyborg the president is some heat though. But Giovanna is so fire to me, dog. She's a Secret Service agent with a cool ass spirit wolf pet that kind of sort of fights with her. Her color palette is giving me Gerudo flashbacks, and you love to see it. And her theme is so smooth. Oh my goodness. Let me not even get into the soundtrack yet, cause Strive has top 5 video game soundtracks of all time perhaps. But I feel like the original fan favorite of this series is the one-armed, one-eyed Gold Baiken. The Gears took everything from her, so she a pretty angry and vengeful person who also is like kind of a loner. Now, what exactly are Gears again? I don't remember. In place of her missing arm though is a whole ass cannon that's also a hook, that's also a sword. This is the most metal ever. I love it. I'm low-key mad confused on her allegiances because she don't seem like a particularly bad guy, but she hates Gears and our main character is a Gear, and he looked pretty guilty. See what I did there? You feel me? Guilty gears. You feel me? Guilty gears. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's important to bring up Jacko too, because she's literally a maybe reincarnation of Soul Badguy's wife. I say maybe because I don't know if she still got half of Arya's soul or if she got the full thing now, dog. I'm telling you, this shit is confusing. But the bell-bottom jumpsuit is such a fire fit. And I love how her hair in Strive has inverted colors from the previous game. Red on the outside and white on the inside versus white on the outside and red in the inside. The Green Goblin-ass pumpkin mask is flames too. Jacko also went ultra viral for having the most freaked out crouching pose in the known universe. Yeah, this series is confusing as hell, but I love these characters so much. We got a month that's literally sleeping in a bed. You're playing as the bed, bro. Fighting games are allowed to be wacky and confusing, dog. I don't give I'm still gonna love these characters. Faust is another character I love a lot because he's the most wackiest, freakiest doctor nurse man who just does random shit. I know his backstory gotta be sad as hell, but the way he fights is literally just eccentric, wacky freakazoid. The paper bag with the glowing red eye sticking out is elite too. I like that he went from looking like the head doctor to a more humble nurse, dog. He went from a steamed suit and tie to hardworking nurse scrubs. His theme is also so good. I literally drive around to this shit sometimes, I can't lie. Guilty Gear does the One Piece thing where it's like, here's this really wacky looking character, and then here's just a terribly, painfully sad backstory. Or like, here's this really wacky character, and we're gonna make you like this character so much and think this nigga is so cool, despite the fact that the nigga look crazy as hell. I love it. I just love it. Out of everybody I played, Faust and Zato were probably the ones I had the most fun with, but I really still want to make Giovanna work, because she looks so tough. That's the other part of this series I think I will never understand. The gameplay. Maybe I just need to play more Xrd, but I don't know what it is with Strive that makes it feel a lot less intuitive to me than other fighting games I enjoy. Granted, I haven't really tried spending any time in the lab, but also I kind of hate the lab because I'm a more casual motherfucker who just wants to learn by actually playing the game. I think if I spent a day really sinking my canines into one specific character, I might change my mind. But alas, there's so much to do all the time. And also, I no longer have any means to play this game like that. Shout out the musicians in this game too. Elfelt and Eno are phenomenal, but I especially really f with what Elfelt got going on in Strive. She went from this metal princess looking character to a whole ass rock star, dude. It's beautiful. She's a singer with the pipes of doom, bruh. She be hitting that deep ass metal growl of death. She's definitely a character I want to try too because she look cool as hell. And also her theme, yo, Elfelt's theme especially my favorite in the whole game. Elfelt got my favorite theme in the whole game. It's like Elfelt's theme, Smell of the Game, Faust theme, Giovanna theme, and all the others. I low-key haven't heard a lot of this game's soundtrack, but every new Guilty Gear song I hear, oh my goodness, it's all just beautiful. But what I think is really cool about Elfelt's theme is that she's a singer in canon, so I'm assuming she's the one that sang her own theme. That's so cool. That's so cool. I think Bridget's story is really neat too, and her discovering her identity is fire. She truly is free. Also, the bullet chamber yo-yo is some heat. Testament is another absolute legend though. Oh my goodness. They're also a gear, so they gotta be important to the story. But this design is absolute flames. Oh my. The blood scythe, the sleeveless flowy suit dress thingy with the skulls on a hip, the blood red shining gun eyes, and the top hat to top it all off. It's all too clean. They also got two little glowing Zelda ass fairies just for the fashion. Okay, bruh, Testament can do whatever they want. But yeah, Guilty Gear is a series that will simply never make sense to me, and that's okay. What's that shit Toonari be saying, bruh? That shit don't make a lick of sense. These characters are so fire, it literally don't even matter that I don't know what the f is going on. There's so many more characters I missed that I would love to talk about, but we gonna see. Like, yo, Chip Zanoof especially, that nigga's whole story is the most nut shit ever. That nigga's just strange, but everything about that nigga is strange. He was also fun as hell to play too. Also, I think it's kind of neat that Xrd looks a lot more grittier visually than Strive does. Strive feels like Xrd if it was like cleaned. And I don't mean like cleaned as in like an objectively positive way. Xrd feels a little more dirtier, but like in a cool stylized way. Whereas Strive is like, it's very polished. It's very much, it's like you ran Xrd through a car wash. And from what I hear from like diehard Guilty Gear fans, apparently the gameplay is kind of like that too. Like it's a lot more streamlined. I'm not the biggest, most craziest Guilty Gear fan, so from my POV, I like Strive and Xrd both the same, but a lot of people really adore Xrd. So like maybe one day I really get to sink my little canines into Xrd, but for the time being, look, I love them all both equally, bruh. I also want to play like some of the like older Guilty Gear games too. I'm trying to see that beautiful pixel art. I'm trying to see that. But yeah, Guilty Gear don't make no sense at all, and I kind of love it for that. But yeah, shout out Guilty Gear and shout out you.
I can't feel my face right now, I'm burning up. I got this feeling that I won't come down, like, got this feeling that I won't come